super excited to be here. I appreciate all the help Stockdale Solar has given us. We wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the work we do without Stockdale Solar. So I want to thank everyone here for helping us get to where we are. But so for those of you, some of you guys may know me. For those of you who don't, my name is Julian Castaneda. I am a two-time cancer survivor, currently 21 years old, who started a nonprofit called Bags of Love Foundation. So we provide care packages and scholarships to children affected by cancer. We have raised over $100,000 and have been recognized nationally on Good Morning America and the Kidney Lymphoma Society.
Yeah.
So how did we get here? So let's backtrack a little bit. So I was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 10 years old. At the age of 10, it was a difficult time, as you can imagine. I spent my childhood in the hospital, in and out, losing my hair, losing my confidence. And so, that was 3.5 years of treatment. I was finally done with treatment and remission for about 2 years. And then those 2 years, I was just living a normal life, back living the teen life, living my best life. Finally getting back my confidence and feeling myself again. But at the age of 16, after a checkup, I heard the words again, you have cancer. So at this point, I was 16 years old, sophomore in high school. I was doing track, I was involved, I had a lot of stuff going on. And so, with those few words, it just stopped. It stopped everything. I couldn't go to school anymore. I couldn't attend any events. I couldn't go to the movies. That high school experience wasn't the same for me. So I started treatment again. Went through the initial round of chemo. And then, over the years, my body had built up a tolerance for this chemo. So at this point, doctors told me, you could either continue with the chemo and hopefully it works, or we could go on and try a bone marrow transplant. A bone marrow transplant was a lot more risky, but it was a better option, so we decided to go with the bone marrow transplant. So after I received the bone marrow transplant, I went through a week of high-dose chemotherapy and radiation, lost all my hair once again, and was back at ground zero without any immune system. So I was, quarantined before quarantine was so fun. So I was just in my hospital room, there for a while, just surrounded with only family. And so, at that point, I went ahead and the transplant was successful. I was able to leave the hospital after about a month and was able to go back home. So at that point, I was 6 years old. I was able to return to high school, which was my junior year. So I went back to high school, my junior year, motivated, inspired. I was ready to make a difference. I was ready to create a change. I seen how other patients live in hospitals, all the gaps that childhood cancer patients have. So when I went back to high school, I was motivated I started a high school club called Bags of Love. So, the original idea was to give out care packages to children in the hospital to just put a smile on their face, to let them know that they're not alone and that other people have been there and have, gone through what they did and have overcome that and have done something better. The goal is to inspire other survivors to not let cancer define them, but to have them, to help them just overcome the journey. So in high school, I started off with just, we had no money. So I started off with just one box of chips. I stole it all the first day in school. I went back, had enough to buy 2 boxes. Gave one to a friend. We sold out, went back to the store, had enough to buy 4 boxes. So by the end of the year, I had 20 different friends selling chips for me. So by the end of the year, we had raised like over $1,000 just on these chips and reinvested money all around campus. So that summer, we delivered our first 50 care packages to Valley Children's Hospital, which was the first hospital I was treated at. So fast forward senior year, I continued the fundraising. I turned 18 in January of 2019, which is when I realized, this is something I want to continue to do after high school. So I started the nonprofit called Back to Love Foundation. So from this point, continue to raise money. We started providing scholarships. We started sending their programs. And that first year, we were able to raise $10,000. And then the second year, we were able to raise $20,000. And this past year, with the support of Stockdale Solar and everything else, we were able to raise close to $80,000.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you, guys.
All right.